A 4.
Well, let's see. How come this is not showing up? Good Lord.
A 4.
Come on, let's go live. Let's go. Why is this not going? Why is everything got to be so difficult?
A 4.
Live. Huh. Huh. Oh, that's great. Why it's not letting me see the live stream? That's awesome. See if I can do it this way. Yes. All right. I will turn that volume off. All right. What's going on, guys? What's going on? We've got us some presents here, boys. We got us some presents. So let's open them up and take a look. Because I want to take a look at them. Right? Let's do this. Let's do it and see what. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what we got. Shall we? Alrighty then. What do we have here? It's awesome. That's what it is. It is awesome. There is a ton of cards here. Holy crap. Ton of cards. We have some triple play baseball cards. Look at that. This is the 2013 season with the extra players. So this is how many cards you would get in the 2013 season with the extra players. You see how many cards? You see how? Oh my God, this is going to take me forever. What's going on, Butcher Bums Gaming? Look at that. Wow, Nilly. This is all 2013. These are all. This is with, again, the season set and then the extra player set, all of them. There they all are. I don't know how many sheets that is, but that is a lot of sheets. Oh, no cutting, no cutting. So I'm going to set this box aside for a second for you guys. Here's a good thing, no cutting. Right? They're all perforated. See that? Boom. Alright. No cutting involved. Just like that. Just like that. Cheater. Look at that. Look at it. Here's my cut. Ready? Oh, look at that cut. That's a pretty good cut. You couldn't get that good if you tried, my friend. Look at that, huh? What do you think of that? No cutting. Just bending. That's all I have to do. Look at that. Huh? What do you think of that? There we go. Cut. Here's a cut. Here's a cut. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Let's look at Manny Machado from 2013. Since Butcher Bub Gamer wants to see a close-up of the card, let's get it focused in first. Hello, camera. Focus, you dumb. Come on. So you it's hard to do when you're doing it backwards. All right, here's how close do you want, buddy? There we go. So you got their position, their range, their air numbers, all the different play results, power versus left, power versus right, that's their home run check, their speed check, their steal rating, their jump, their bunt, their clutch, if they're clutch or not, injury, age, all their real life stats down there at the bottom. There we go. That is a close-up of the card. And again, these are good, thick, quality cards. These aren't one of these little flimsy pieces of shit that Stratomatic puts out. See that? It doesn't even bend when I wiggle it, right? Super good. So no cutting either, as they're all perforated. There's your cut. There's your cut. Just like that. There's one sheet. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 per sheet. So should we count up how many sheets there are? Should we count them up real quick? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 40 sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. 2, 3. Oh, you do get the batter hitting cards as well. Batter hitting cards as well. So we won't count that. Oh, and we have a sheet here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3. Let's count them up. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 164 sheets plus the batter cards. 164 sheets. Somebody multiply that up real quick on their computer. 164 times 8. Wait. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 164 times 8. And come up, give me a total on that so we can figure out how many sheets that is going to be. 164 sheets. Again, this is with the regular season file and also the extra players. Now, I'm hoping to see something in the next box because I will show you why. 1,212 Sportsman Z. You're awesome, buddy. Thank you. Sportsman Z is on it. 1,200 approximately. Now, one of the sheets might have got stuck together when we were counting it out. I'm not gonna spend all day counting cards, but here's what I want to see. Baseball demos. Thanks, guys. All right. So let's see here, because as you know, damn, and I dropped some. All right, I ordered the 2019 season, right? But I didn't get the extra player cards because I wasn't sure about this. I wasn't sure about the card quality. I wasn't sure about whether I wanted to support this company. I didn't know anything about it. Nothing. Zero, because nobody else had looked into triple play baseball. Nobody else had played triple play baseball that I know of. So I'm like, I'm going to order a season set and see. Cards came. I loved them. They're awesome. They're great. So I decided to order the extra players card. So I'm hoping that in this box... Sportsman Z forgot to carry a 1, I guess. It's 1,312. Sorry. So I'm hoping in this box, box number 2, that we have a little bit more. Okay, so yes, good. So I ordered the season set previously, right? We did an unboxing of that, but I ordered 2 seasons, and I also ordered the extra players for the 2019 set. So I'm going to show you what you get when you order the extra player cards. At Sportsman Z, I want to tell you, my friend, after talking with you the other day, and I was going to go order some cards, right? Good man, Sportsman Z. Go check out his channel. Go check out a lot of the great channel guys are here right now. Actually, Philip Reynolds, wonderful guy. Bleacher Bums Gaming, Baseball Demos. Check out all their channels if you're new to the channel. But after I talked with Sportsman Z the other day, and if you don't know Sportsman Z, he's a great guy, but he is a Chicago White Sox nut. And after I got done with my talk with him the other night, that's the next night is when I went to order these. And I'm thinking to myself, what season set do I want to order? What season, if I'm going to replay something, what interests me? And so, you got it. You got it right here, my friend. This is the 2005 season set. 2005 season set for Sportsman Z, because we're going to be doing a Chicago White Sox replay of the 2005 season. So there is your season card set with the extra players again. 2005 season set. Sportsman Z got me interested. I do a lot of... I've been doing the 2016, the 18, 17, 15. I thought, well, I want to do something a little bit old, but, you know, I'm not in the 70s and 80s baseball and stuff like that. So I wanted to do something that was interesting. And after talking with Sportsman Z and realizing that the Chicago White Sox, really good team at the time, wasn't like a shoo-in for the World Series, what can we do with that? So I ordered the 2005 season set in honor of Sportsman Z, and just to try out some Chicago White Sox from that season to see how well we can do with them. So there's that. All right. So we got the 2005. I'm not going to count out how many cards are in this one. You can see there's just a ton. Again, this is a season file plus the extra players. The extra players run around $25 to $30, but we're going to show you what you get for that, because here is the 2019 extra player set. This is what you get with the extra player set. All right. So you guys can figure out whether or not it's worth investing in it, if you want to invest in this or not. All right, because we already have the 2019 season set. We just needed the extra players as well. And I'm going to set this one aside for now. So let's figure out 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25, 25. Remember, we got 25. Somebody remember we got 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that would be 25, 35, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. Somebody multiply 57 by 8 real quick, and let's get a number on that. Somebody besides Sportsman Z that knows how to use a calculator, please. Somebody that knows how to use a calculator other than Sportsman Z. What about the 1919 set? Oh my God. And Brett says he just received his 1984 in the mail. 456 cards. Thank you, Alan Shaw. So 456 extra player cards, Philip Reynolds. Thank you, guys. So that's what approximately how many cards you're going to get with the extra player cards for the 2019. Now, of course, every season is probably going to be different, but we're not talking like 100 cards or 200 cards or even 300 cards. We're talking over 450 cards. And it's about, like I said, about $25 to $30. But if you're going to do a full season replay, right? If you're going to do a full season replay, you want all the fringe players. I mean, that's my thought, right? In 2019, Dustin Pedroia had he had 20 at-bats. So here's a card for Dustin Pedroia for 20 at-bats. Let's see here. I think you get every single person that had an at-bat, if I'm not mistaken, or pitched at least an inning. So if they had an at-bat and pitched an inning, I'm going to see if we can find one that has a 1. That would be like super cool. Here's a guy with only 6 at-bats. Christian Colin played for Cincinnati in 2019. How many of you guys remember Christian Colin? Raise your hands. Come on. How many of you out there had 6 at-bats? Let's see if we can find, see if we have 6 is the lowest so far. Let's see if we can find somebody. Oh, there's another 6er. Oh, here we go. We got a winner. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Rob Brantley. How many of you remember Rob Brantley for the Philadelphia Phillies? Philadelphia Phillies, Rob Brantley, 1 at-bat. There it is, 1 at-bat for Rob Brantley. So you get, and here's another one, Dylan Cousins. Dylan Cousins for Philadelphia, also 1 at-bat. So you get every single solitary player that pitched 1 inning or had 1 at-bat in your extra players. So you're not going to be missing anybody. You're going to have every single solitary person that was on the field in 2019. So I really think this is really good. I think this is really, really good. I've always thought the Pursue the Pennant / Dynasty League / Internet Baseball League system has been really good, right? The only problem is it's just so slow because of all the chart uses and everything that takes forever to play. And Triple Play Baseball with their little utility, if you haven't looked at their utility yet, they have like a free utility you can download and play on your computer. It takes all the charts and everything and just puts them into that utility. So now when you need to look something up, you just put the information in, you click the button, and boom, it happens. And you don't need to look through charts after charts. You don't have to look and see, what modifiers. It tells you all the modifiers that are there. It makes the game so much more streamlined. It definitely it makes things so much easier and faster better to play. Obviously, you have to have a computer to use it, but I mean, most people are going to be sitting around your computer anyways. And Bleacher Bum Gaming. So, is this your second favorite game behind Strat now? To be honest, I'm going to start doing my baseball card and dice review because I've changed some of my thoughts on some of the games. I've changed some. That's why I've been playing a lot of different games. I don't know if you've been on my channel recently. We started playing a lot of Play Ball, right? On my channel, we went back and started playing Inside Pitch. So I've got some new thoughts about some of the game systems out there. And to be honest, there's going to be a lot of changes to my list. So I thought maybe now would be a good time to update it because now I've got Triple Play Baseball, which I can add to the list. And for me right now, Triple Play Baseball, with the utility and everything, and the ease of cutting out cards and the quality of the cards, right, it's probably going to be it's probably going to be top 10, probably even top 5 right now. It just makes the game so much easier and so much funner. You could not play Dynasty League in under an hour and a half to 2 hours. I don't care. I had people say, "Oh yeah, I can play it in like 45 minutes because Sure. If you play 1,000 games and you memorize all their charts, then maybe you can play it in 45 minutes to an hour. But still, I mean, that's still not great time for a game anyways. But now I can streamline this and process and get it all done and play a lot quicker. And look, there's my cut. Did you like my cut there? So no way, G-Puck agrees with me. Inside Pitch takes some time too. The reason Inside Pitch takes time is it's not a lot of charts. What I find with Inside Pitch, and we just ran a game last night on my channel as a matter of fact, Inside Pitch takes a lot of time because there is a lot of second and third dice rolls to get your results, and all that all that takes time. It takes time to do that extra rolls. I don't care if you can scoop up the dice and roll them. It only takes 5 seconds, sure, but it takes longer than that because you got to analyze the roll that you just made and compare it to a card, right? So even though it only takes a couple seconds to roll a dice, you still got to, okay, that's a 3-2. So 3-2. All right, so that's going to be a flying ball to center field. Now we got to check for an error now. So now we got to roll for an error check. Okay, that's a 7. Let's look and see if does this guy have an error of 7. Nope, he doesn't have an error of 7, so no error. So all that takes time, right? It just doesn't automatically happen for you. And that's why this utility for Triple Play Baseball is so good. Because it takes all of that stuff out. In fact, I don't do it, but you can actually use the utility to roll all your dice and everything for you. So you don't even need to have dice. You can just roll everything right from the utility. I actually saw somebody doing that not too long ago. So now comes the fun part where I got to try and separate it. So there, we got the 2019 season, extra players. We already had the season set. I think somebody said it was 456 cards, or so, it was over 450 cards. Like I said, it was like $25, $30. And your season sets, I think, are like, it's not cheap. I will tell you, it's not cheap, right? It's not cheap. Okay, it's not like a $10 game, right? It was, it can get expensive, a little bit expensive, but I think, I don't look at it as how much money did I spend, right? What I look at is, and if you guys know me and my channel here, right? It's about quality for what you get, right? How much do I get for what I'm paying for? How much do I get for what I'm paying for? So, I mean, if I spend $100 in a game, okay, that seems expensive, but how much are you getting for that? Or if I spend $50 on a game, how much am I getting for it? When I spend $50 on a Stratomatic season and I only get 800 players, and I spend $60 on a different game and I get 1,000 players, There's a big difference between these two, for me anyways. Let's see. Let me catch up on the chat here. Utility saves a ton of time. Must use, says G-Puck. I agree. Philip Reynolds says $70 for the season sets. What do you have to do to vids to go over 47 minutes? This hobby is an investment. I agree, totally. Mouse in your house. Thank you. I still like payoff pitch, but the ERAs are too high for many pitchers. The pitcher cards need to be tweaked. No longer my number one game since Tom Usher. Tom, I'm not gonna try and spoil anything, but payoff pitch is no longer my number one game as well. So, things change the more you analyze and compare things, and when you take everything as a whole, as a big package. For a simmer, do they have a computer version? Do they have downloadable PDFs? Do they have the extra players? Can you buy the cards or do you have to print them out yourself? I mean, I look at everything and take it as a complete package. And when I take everything and put it as a complete package, I just can't put payoff pitch as my number one game anymore because of the fact that they don't have any version on a digital format, right? So I can't play it on my phone, I can't play it on my iPad, I can't play it on my computer, I don't have anything. And for me nowadays, right, and especially all you people that are working from home now, are supposed to be working from home when you're doing your playing your sports games, and you're supposed to be home working. You realize how important having a digital version of a game is, right? It's almost, I wouldn't say mandatory, but it's pretty close to mandatory to have a computer or some way to play the game on the computer, or some kind of utility or something that helps you manage the game. Things like that. Payoff pitch, being more of a recent game design, they haven't got to that point yet. And I think eventually they will get there. I certainly hope they will get there. And I think once they do get there, then they will go back higher up on my list. But at this point, I just cannot give Payoff Pitch the best company out there rating. It's still really good. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's not number one, but it's not far from number one. Okay, it's still a really good game. The card quality is the best out there. Okay, so you got to talk about the negatives, but you also got to talk about the positives. Because I'm Mr. Fair if I'm nothing, right? I talk about the crap, but I also talk about the positives. Card quality for me, Payoff Pitch is still number one. Still number one, card quality, bar none. Best cards ever is Payoff Pitch. Ellen Shaw, can't agree idea. I don't like computer versions, cards and dice, action games, all the way for me. That's fine. That's just you though. But I'm talking about taking a company, a card and dice company, and I'm talking about rating them for the masses, right? For people out there. There's going to be lots and lots of people out there that hopefully, because of no sports going on, there's going to be hopefully some new people that are like, hey, you know what? I should try and get into some of this, stuff that I did when I was kids, right? And some of them are going to want to play on the computer, and some are going to want to play with cards and dice, and some are going to want, this, that, or the other thing. So as a whole, I mean, like I said, if I'm going to analyze, I'm going to analyze the whole package. And when I analyze the whole package, I think Payoff Pitch is great. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a wonderful system. I think it's quick. I think my super good files that I created for it certainly help the game. I don't like their built-in. That's another thing that drops it down in the list, is I do not like their charts that actually came with the game. It kind of just, those charts turned me off to the game when I first got the game. So I'm not a big fan of all of their charts, but I am a big fan of the card quality. I am a big fan of the speed of play. I am a good. I think the gentleman that runs it is awesome. He has been super good to me, and everyone that I've talked to has said he is a pleasure to deal with. And when you know, that all comes into play as well. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about when I'm looking at cards and dice, right? I'm talking about, do I want to spend my money on this, right? And if I want to spend my money on this, should I tell other people to spend their money on it? And I look at everything, the company, how it's run, their business model, how good they are to their customers, the quality of the cards, the design of the cards. I mean, I look at everything. So when I analyze and decide, you know, this is game number, you know, 5. This is game number 4. This is game number 3. It's not because of a certain aspect. It's taken as a whole process. What did this company do to earn points in quality control, in customer service, in the extra effort that they make to let you download extra players, or can you order the extra players? You know, how many players come in the season set? Do they even freaking card every player? You guys just don't understand. There is a lot of companies out there that don't even card every player. So it doesn't matter whether or not you want them or not. They don't even have the card, right? And I won't get into specifics, but one of them is like based on this same system here, right? Triple Play Baseball uses the old Pursue the Pennant, and there's a company that very similar system. They only have 25 players for a team. That's all you get. So if you want the extra players, too bad, so sad. Too bad, so sad. So there it is. That is the 2019 extra players. All right. And to give you just a rough idea, like we said, it's anybody that had 1 at bat or higher, right? If we take our good friend Sportsman Z, right? He can play with Danny Mendrick, who had 39 at bats, J.R. Reed, who had 44 at bats, and Shelby Zavana, who had 12 at bats. And I'm assuming the pitchers are probably going to be on the other end. Let's see here. Yeah, there is a ton of Chicago White Sox pitchers. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 extra pitchers as well. So there's 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're getting 11 extra, basically 11 extra players for that team. And if I had my 2019 card set organized it all, I could tell you roughly how many players you're going to get per team if you order everything. Let's see. Of course, I grabbed the National League instead of the American League because that was kind of cool. Here's a whole other stack from 2019, as you can see. So let's see. Let's see here. Oh, there's Chicago right there. All right. So it didn't take us too long to find. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So there's 35 cards in the base set. 35 cards in the base set for the White Sox. We'll just use them as an example. So 35 of your most used players, right? And then they had 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we counted up 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is, what do we count out? 35, 45, 46, 40, about 47 players? Maybe 50 players per team? Yeah. Somewhere roughly around there. I don't know until I actually get them all cut out. I'm just giving you ballpark figures. I do know, I will tell you this, I do know that I went to play the Toronto. Okay, so we're doing the 2019 season, right? And so I started off doing the Cardinals, then I did a couple Rays games, and now I kind of decided, you know what, I'm not going to do a specific team, right? I'm just going to do like game of the week, right? I'm going to do game of the week. Well, the Toronto Blue Jays start off the season in our little replay 7-0. 7-0. So I'm like, oh, you know what? The next game is going to be Toronto. Let's see if we can keep Toronto and get them up to 8-0. But when I went to do the lineups, I didn't have one of the players. So I'm like, damn, I can't do Toronto until I get the extra card. So that's why that one has kind of been on hiatus for a few minutes. Is because we were waiting on getting the new cards in so we can have everyone. And I don't have to worry about not having all of the players, because not having all the players really sucks when you got to try to, fill in a player because you don't have their card. And that, for me, is a big negative, right? It's a big negative for me. If I'm going to do a replay, right? I don't care I don't care if the guy was like 0 for 20, right? And his average was 000, right? I still want to have that player's card there, right? I still want to have that card. So companies that don't produce all the player cards, for me, is kind of a negative. You might be totally different. You might be like, I only want to replay the the best players. I don't care about these scrubs that only had 20 at-bats a season. I don't care about that. And so, when you're missing a player, you just, it's the left fielder, we'll just put our left fielder in there. And that's fine. Everyone can do it their own way. But for me, if they don't have every player or a way to get every player, that's kind of a negative for me, anyways. But anyways, that is. I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. I don't know. There might be other cards in here. I mean, look at. We were just looking at Seattle, right? So I was just flipping through here. Hang on a second. Where's Seattle? I just saw Seattle. Here's Seattle. So Seattle, we just did Seattle, and they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 batters, right? Oh, there's Ichiro Suzuki, right? He only had 5 at-bats because he only played the 1 game and then retired. Or maybe he played the 2 game series in Japan, and then he retired. So there's Ichiro Suzuki, final card you'll ever see for Ichiro Suzuki, 5 at-bats. So 5 player cards, right? And then they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more pitcher cards. So I get, 15 plus the 35 that comes with, so that's around 50. Yeah. So, if you want to do a solid investment into your replays, I think you have to have most of the cards. And, sure, triple play baseball, it costs extra. I won't argue that. I won't argue that at all. But for me, here's my issue. All right, this is what I look at. I'm going to show you guys a perfect example. I'm going to show you everything that you need to know, and as soon as I can find, right? So here's the thing. I ended up buying a whole bunch of Dynasty League off a guy that was selling them for like $25 or $30 a season. I think he wanted $30 a season. I ended up buying like 5 of them. So he gave them to me for like $25, right? Here's the thing. These cards are sitting in there doing nothing. Absolutely nothing, because I cannot stand the cards. I cannot stand the system. I cannot use them. It takes too long to play the game. And all I'm doing is basically storing these cards, because I'll never probably use them. I don't like the design of the cards. The color coding is awful. The quality is terrible. I mean, these cards are weak and flimsy. So I spent $25, $30 on each season set. And all they're going to do is just sit here and not get played, right? For me, I'd rather spend more money and get something that I can actually use and play and enjoy, right? I had zero. Where's my camera? Zero. I didn't know anything about triple play baseball. Nothing. Zero. 2 weeks ago, somebody, or 3 weeks ago now, probably 3 weeks ago, somebody emails me and says, "Hey Jester, I know you do a lot of sports sims on your channel. Have you ever heard of triple play baseball? Check them out. There's not much on YouTube that I can find about them, but they're really good." I get this email and I check it out. And I go to their website. I don't know. I look on YouTube. There's nothing. Not a single video on triple play baseball. Nobody's done it. I'm like, how can this possibly be? How can this possibly be that nobody knows about triple play baseball? I didn't know anything, so I ordered a season set. I'm like, fuck it. Let's order a season set and see what comes up. Maybe they're crap. Maybe they're good. Who knows? I get the cards. I'm like, wow. I'm impressed. Let's try this out. Let's do a couple videos. Let's try this utility out and see if it's good. I'm playing the game in under an hour. In a game, the triple play system, or the Pursue the Pennant system, where I couldn't get a game under an hour and a half with the Dynasty League. Go back and watch some of the ones that we tried to do. And I've spent half the time looking shit up in the rule book and looking up stuff on the charts. And I thought, this is like Dynasty League, but I can actually play it. And the cards, I had no idea. I may be getting piece of crap cards. I got the cards and I'm like, damn, this is all right. These are, I mean, they're not like the best cards. You know, they don't have like the glossy finish, like Payoff Pitch, right? So they kind of tend to bunch up together, you know, until you get some of your oil from your fingers on the cards, right? But I'm like, I can actually use these, and I can actually play a game. I can actually use these, and I can actually play the game. I'm not gonna. If I was, you know, somebody says, "Hey, let's do a replay of the whatever. What season is this? This is the 2004 set, right? 2000. Hey, let's do a replay of the 2004 Dynasty League, right? You know how long it would take me to play this game? Oh my God, I would, you know, never be able to complete it. So it doesn't matter how much you spend on it. If you don't use it, it ain't worth anything. If you don't use it, if it just sits there, it ain't worth anything. I don't care if you spend nothing on it. So it's like this is what I tell my wife, right? It's what I try to do to get by is $1 per hour. If I pay $1 per hour, like if I play a video game, right, and I pay $60 for it, if I only play that game for 30 hours, then that's $2 an hour. That's not a good investment for me, right? So far this Dynasty League, right? Dynasty League, I spent $125 on the 5 seasons, and I played maybe 3 hours worth. So right now, this thing is costing me like $65 an hour. Not a good investment for me, right? So I spent the money on this stuff, and if I, you know, let's say I spend 120 hours on it, right? Then it's $1 an hour, and for me at that point, it's a good investment. So that's pretty much, if I that's pretty much how I decide if it's worth investing on it or not. I can actually play triple play baseball. I can actually play this game, record it, stream it, get a game done. I think we did a game in 35 minutes the other day, right? And that is unheard of if you play triple play or Dynasty League, or you play Internet Baseball League or Pursue the Pen or anything. The game is so complex and deep, it's just chart driven. So a way to make that easy, I've been saying that for years, a way to make that easy, quick, and simple is what you need. Like when I played Dynasty League before this came along, I was ignoring half the rules in it because it just took forever to play them. I don't have that problem with triple play. So that's all I got to say. Any questions? I mean, I don't know. I think they're the card quality I think is probably 8 out of 10. I mean, like I said, it's thick, it's good quality stock. You can hear that. It's not cheap and flimsy, right? But it's not that super glossy stuff. It's like really thick cardstock paper, right? So you got that grippy feel when you got paper on paper. You got that grippy feel. The fact that it's all perforated like that, right? So there's my cut, right? How many freaking hours have I spent cutting out cards in the last 3 years? It's how much is that worth to you guys, right? Oh, Mount Union, not far from Larry Harris. Yeah, absolutely. So how much is that worth to you? I am Mr. Cheap Ass. Okay, ask my wife; she'll tell you the same thing, right? If I can get something for cheap, for me, that's usually better. But now I'm to the point where I'm up in years, a few years. I've got a few years in my belt. All right, I got a few years in my belt, and at this point, I really am getting to the point now where I don't want to be cutting out cards anymore. I'm to the point where I used to enjoy it and like it, but now it's just, I don't like doing that. It's just too much work, and it's such a hassle. And you know what? When I can pay somebody to do that for me, basically that's what I'm doing. I'm paid somebody to cut my cards out for me, right? All I got to do is separate them now. That's the only thing I got to do. How much is that worth to you guys, right? Some of you guys might say it's not worth anything because I love cutting out cards. And you might be where I was. I used to love cutting out cards. It was like one of my favorite things to do. I could sit there for hours and watch TribeFan879 do his little videos. And I could just sit there and cut out my cards while I'm listening to him. And the time goes by fast and I don't have any problem with it. But now, man, I tell you, I don't know what it is, but it's like, you only have so much time in life, right? Especially with this coronavirus crap going around. Who knows how long you're going to have. You might have, you might get the virus and you might be dead in a week. Seriously, I don't know anybody, but you see it all the time on the news. This guy got the virus and was dead within a week, right? So you might be dead within a week. You're going to spend that last week cutting out cards, or would you rather be playing? So how much is that worth to you? How much? Is that worth $1? Is that worth $10? Is it worth $20? Some people might not be worth anything, but then when the time comes, you're in the last stages, and you look back and you go, wow, I could have done this, that, and the other thing, but I couldn't or didn't. So everyone has to decide for themselves, But I'm at the point now, to be honest, I'm at the point now where for me, it's just easier to have somebody make the cards, cut them out, or at least perforate them for me, and then I can take them apart. And this for me, this is fine. I don't mind it's going to take me probably a couple hours, with all these sheets. But for me, it's worth it. I'll spend the time doing that. Well, anyways, you guys, Amish Elvis, when it comes to baseball games, You've always been a straight shooter, so I trust your reviews. All right. Well, I appreciate that. So, I will say this. I'm not the only one that feels this way about Triple Play Baseball. I actually emailed the owner, designer, whatever, I think it was the owner or whatever, emailed him to make sure he got my order and everything. And he knows who I am. And he has said that he has had a lot of requests from people that have saw information about Triple Play Baseball from my channel. So I appreciate you guys, spreading the word, letting other people know about it. So thank you for that. I don't know this guy from Adam. I don't have any stock in this company. I don't know nothing about him other than he's a straight shooter, right? He sent me this. I ordered the cards on Thursday. Today is Monday. I got the cards, right? I might order them Wednesday night. I forget. It was Wednesday or Thursday. So it wasn't like 2-week delay, right? Ordered the cards. Cards are here on Monday. Good quality cards. He emailed me back. Gave me the information. Thanks for spreading the word about me. I appreciate it. Blah blah blah. Your cards are. I'm shipping your cards out tomorrow. I think that was Saturday. He sent me that email. Shipping the cards out today. And I get the cards today. So for me, that's good. That's good quality service. I haven't had a problem, a run-in. Everything's been printed. You can see quality. There's nothing blurry. There's no streaks. Maybe somewhere along here we might see something that's bad, but you can see the cards. The edges are fine, right? All the perforations are fine. I haven't come across any problems. So if there's no problems for me at my point, that's a good thing. If there's no problems, it's a good thing. Because I deal with problems all day long. So if I come home and I have a problem, then that just aggravates me. So when I come home and I don't have a problem, I'm a happy camper. Amish Elvis, Larry Harris, Alan Shaw, Tribe Fan 79, Tom Usher, G-Puck, Sportsman Z, Baseball Demos. Y'all great. Thanks for coming on by. I appreciate you. Mouse in Your House, thanks for coming on by. Philip Reynolds, of course. And if I missed you, I apologize. But yeah, you're all awesome. Thank you for coming by. Be sure to email me if you have any questions, thoughts, comments. If you do decide to look into Triple Play Baseball, tpbaseball.info. If you do order something, let them know that you talked to Jester, ID Jester, or you saw information on it, my channel or whatever, just so he knows we're getting the word out for him. Maybe he'll shoot us a discount someday, or maybe a coupon, or who knows, whatever. But, let him know if you're interested. The other thing, if you guys do decide to order something, right? Let me know what you think. Okay? Let me know what you think. If you decide, it is a 50-50 system, some people don't like that, right? Some people hate the 50-50 system. I don't mind it because this is a much bigger variation, right, than Stratomatic, which only has 12 results on each card. You're going to get a much more variation when you're rolling 1 to 1,000 as opposed to rolling 2 to 12 or 1 to 6 in this case for Stratomatic. Some people, might not like that. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. But the main reason I got this is because of the utility, right? So I can actually play this game. I always thought this was a good system. I haven't played it very much because of the crappy, how long it takes to play and looking up charts and having, when you're recording, you got to have the cards, you got to have the charts, you got to have your camera, you got to have your microphone, you got to have, batting cards, you got to have, it just takes up so much space, right? Just tons and tons of space. Yeah, it's a Mount Union. Oh, here it is, Mount Union. My daughter went there, graduated 2016? 2014, I think she graduated. Now I can't remember what I was going to say. Anyways, Mouse in Your House, thanks for coming on by. I do appreciate it. We live like 15 minutes from Mount Union. We were up there like 25 times because we lived outside Columbus. So we'd go up there and visit her and take every every other weekend and stuff. So, hey, Blast Pop, how you doing, buddy? Blast Pop showed up just as we're ending the stream, but thank you for coming by. Anyways, like I said, if you guys decide to invest in this, let them know that you saw it here on my channel. Like I said, so we know we're getting some of the word out about Triple Play. I had, up until 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago now, I don't know what day I got that message. I didn't know anything about Triple Play baseball. Now I own 3 seasons of it with the extra player cards, and you're probably going to see a lot of Triple Play baseball on my channel. And hopefully that'll be a good thing for you guys. The more you see it, hopefully the better. You get used to it. You might not like it, but hopefully in the long run, it's not every game's for everyone. Let's just say that. All right, guys. Mike Martin. Hey, now this is my favorite game, Mark Martin. All right, so there you go. If you guys don't know Mike, you should go check out his channel, to be honest, guys. He's been struggling along, trying to get his channel to grow. And shame on you guys for not going out to say hi to Mike and checking out his videos. He actually, he's the actual one that I was watching where I saw him use the utility to roll the dice, and I didn't even know he could do that. So Mike taught me something. So what's the mail time? Good question, baseball. I think I ordered it on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and I got it today. So you're talking, within a day or two, I got an email saying, I think he shipped it out on Saturday, and I got it today. So definitely less than a week. It came priority mail, right? Where's my box? Here's my box. Right, comes priority mail, right? We went through how many, you're getting like 1,400 cards basically. So go check out Mike Martin. He's going to be doing some Triple Play baseball as well. He's copying everything I do, which is good. So no, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he did some Triple Play baseball. He's doing a great job. Much better than Stratton, and they're $18 for ship. It did cost me some money to ship this, I'll tell you. Like I said, this is not a super cheap game, but it's you pay for what you get, right? I got a good quality game. I got a game I can play. I got good components. I can be happier, right? Some of you might say, oh, it's too steep for me, or I don't like the system, and that's just fine. I don't have any problem with any of that. Everybody can view it however they see themselves. But for me, I'm too old to be cutting out cards, spending a lot of time cutting out cards. I'd rather be playing, right? When I watch you guys play, I go, man, I wish I was playing right now, right? And I've got to be cut out these stupid cards. In fact, I've got drawers full of cards that I printed out that I haven't cut yet, because I'm at the point now where I'm not wanting to cut cards. I want to play the game. I am Kevin, you my master. You're the best. Guys, go check out Mike Martin. He's going to be doing some Triple Play. It's his favorite game now, right? It's his favorite game. And he does a great job. He just, trying to get in the swing of things, get some viewers, get some subscribers. So let's give Mike Martin a little bit of love there, guys. If you don't, I'm going to be very upset, because he's a great guy. He does a wonderful job. He tries his best, and that's all we can ask for anybody, right? So, G-Puck just subscribed. You're a good man, G-Puck. We got to support one another, especially during these times, man. We got to support each other. And not only that, like I said, guys, right? People are missing their sports, right? If we can get them to come over and start doing some card and dice stuff, start doing some stuff, that's only going to make our community better and stronger, right? And it's going to make our card companies better and stronger, because they're going to be getting a new influx of people. And if we can make our card companies bigger and stronger, and they support their customers, unlike some companies out there, then we can get better quality stuff. We can get better. We can get more stuff. More people buying it. So the more people we can introduce, the more people we can have people see, the better off we all are, guys. The better we all are off. All right. New video on Wednesday from Mike Martin. Go check out his channel. The Indians are 8-1. Of course, he's cheating, but we won't talk about that. Baseball Demos has already been subbed to Mike. And Mike Martin, if you are not part of our Discord channel, if you are on Discord, you need to be part of our Discord channel so you can stay up on all the happenings, and you can let people know when you're going to go live, and you can see what other people are doing. Make sure, send me an email, idjesterlive@gmail.com, idjesterlive@gmail.com. I'll send you the link to the Discord, or somebody is on the Discord right now. Send it to Mike Martin and see if we can get him hooked up on our Discord channel, where all of our people are that we do all the people that do the friends of the channel. We want Mike Martin to become a friend of the channel. Guys, y'all have a wonderful evening. We're gonna be playing some inside pitch. Right. We're gonna be playing some triple play baseball. tpbaseball.info. Find out your information. And we're going to have Game 8 as Toronto tries to go 8-0 in the season 2019. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming by, guys.